Shift colors were underway for all you sailors out there, past, present, and future, here on Pearl Harbor Day 2008. Hello again, everybody. I'm Greg Porter for George Landeman Video Sports Productions with George on the camera. This is the Coast Soccer League Championship game in a boys under 12 division. Let's go with the two teams, Real SoCal White versus LAFC Chelsea. First for Real SoCal White, they're head coached by Ivan Alzate, and the assistant coach is Frank Cubillos, and the manager is Mike Held. The Silver Elite North champions. The keeper is Bennett Snedden. Also, number 00 is Havoli Amaru. Number 3 is Chris Segovia. Number 4 is Ari Winninger. Number 5 is Ben Amaron. Number 7 is Tony Royer. Number 8 is Sean Federick. Number 9 is Kevin Robledo. Number 10 is Chuck Costela. Number 11 is Jonathan Allegria. Number 17 is Stuart Cubillos. Number 18 is Sean Corey. 21 is Jack Katz. 22 is Noah Christian. And 23 is Spencer Held. Now let's get the lineup for LAFC Chelsea. The team that has not lost a league championship game since 2005. They are head coached by Barry Ritson, and the team administrator is Marco Quezada. The keeper is going to be Esteban Chavez. And number 2, a defender is Billy Abdallah. Number 5, a defender is Timothy Bates. Number 6, at stopper is Sebastian Velasco. Number 7, at midfield is Elijah Uria. Number 8, at forward is Caleb Calvert. Number 10, at forward is Oscar Palma. Number 11 at midfield is Tommy Freyer. Number 12 at midfield is Jordan Cabrera. Number 13 at defender is Elon Koenig. Number 14 at forward is Milano Sanchez Johnson. Number 20 at forward is Jorge Ruiz. And number 22 at midfield is Edgar Murillo. And number 23 at sweeper is Jeffrey Quezada. And that's your lineup for both clubs here in this championship game in the Silver Elite Division and the Coast Soccer League. We'll be right back with the starting of this match. LAFC Chelsea will be going from right to left on your picture screen, and from left to right is Real SoCal White as they break their huddle and get ready to take action here.
Have fun, boys, have fun.
Off the, I believe it was a 67 off the I-5 freeway, all the way up here to the San Juan Capistrano area. And we're about ready to get underway. It's going to be 30-minute halves. And if it's still tied, it'll be 2 7-minute halves. And if that doesn't work, it'll be PKs. The center ref and linesman checking everything. And we'll be about ready to get underway. Real SoCal White has won numerous tournaments. They won the Chivas tournament, the Slammers, the Rangers tournament, and the Rampage tournament twice. So they are, this not being a tournament, so to speak, being league play championship, they know what to do to win a championship. And as I mentioned about LAFC Chelsea, they know what to do also, as they've won the surf tournament before and numerous others. That ball being brought down, and it's back at the defensive third. Real SoCal trying to get that soccer ball, and it's pushed up to midfield on the near side now. After it is Calvert, and his teammates trying to get to it. It can't, but now the header quickly there by Koenig. On the near side, Real SoCal White possessing that soccer ball on the near side over to Royer. Royer a touch, and then it's given away to midfield now. Retreating back is Katz. Now at midfield now. Chasing it down. And still trying to get after it there is Castelaw and company. Go to the far side now. That ball down the far side touchline. retreating back, and it'll be a throw-in for Real SoCal White. 0-0 in the opening moments of this match. Along the far side, knocked out that time by Elijah Urea in his space.
Tony up.
For Chelsea. And LAFC Chelsea now on a soccer ball with Cabrera. And he can't get it to his teammate, and they'll give it away to Real SoCal White. Overcast skies here, kind of dampen down the temperature that it will be come tomorrow in the next couple of days to get the heat going again. Possibility in some areas of some rain. I don't know if we'll see any today in this match. And his space over there, Castellaw. And Castellaw is going to give way to his teammate to throw it in. That one goes off of Urea, and they gain more real estate. They push it up in the defensive half of Chelsea, LAFC Chelsea. They knock it out of play, and now more real estate gained by Real SoCal White.
Get him up. And when they get up, then you can get depth, Johnny. Now they're up.
And now the throw in.
Back on 10.
Marking up there is Abdallah.
Sean on him,
and his teammate runs onto it.
Win it. Good. You got it, Tony. Up the
But it's into central. Real SoCal White now on the near side.
Come on, buddy.
Running after it, Tony Royer, and he knocks it off of Koning.
Get Sean. No. You don't want Jeff to mark. You mark. Get Stewart over here. Or Stewart can sweep and you can mark, yeah? Either or. But Johnny, don't be
Elon Konig.
Nice, Ole.
I'm going to pronounce it Koning the rest of this match, as it is properly pronounced that way. Down to central now. Real SoCal White tried to get a strike on it inside the box, and it goes past the goal line.
Hey, corner! Bring that ball.
And a keeper that time. Chavez driving it up, but still in his half of the field now.
Come on, Tony, harder. Watch the line.
Real SoCal White on the near side, and that's driven out of play. Driven out of play by Koning.
Okay, you watch that.
The throw in now.
Talk to him. Relax.
Castellaw getting it over to Jack Katz. Back to Castellaw. Dispossessed there. Castellaw comes into space and wins it now. And he thinks he has time, and it's taken away quickly. It's coming over there was Cabrera. But it'll be a throw in for Real SoCal White. Still working in the defensive half of the all blue. Here's Katz again. Katz wants to get around a player, and he does, and he gets it over to Castellaw. However, he can't quite get to it. It's coming into the space there was Velasco. And his teammates now down to central with Oscar Palma. Palma has got Urea as they go in the defensive half of Real SoCal White, which they haven't been in the last few minutes. And now running onto it is Konig. Elon Konig now in the space. Konig, his service into the box. Looking for a teammate to run on it, but a save that time by Bennett Snedden. Snedden making the save, but they still have it, and Snedden is able to make the save again as they had a runner in the box, but not able to get onto it there. So Bennett Snedden making two quick saves up in the air with Sebastian Velasco. He knocks it out of play. Going to be a throw-in. Ben Amaron is going to leave it for his teammate to throw it in.
Way up, everybody. Up, boys, up.
Jack Katz. Katz to Castellaw. Katz again on the near side, knocked down by Caleb Calvert, coming into space. 0-0 is the score. Nice match so far early on here in this championship game at a Coast Soccer League. Hope you're enjoying all the action. I'm Greg G.K. Porter along with George. Proud to have him on a camera this afternoon. And it'll be a throw-in for LAFC Chelsea. Throwing it in is Elon Konig. Konig on the near side. Looking for somebody to run onto it, and he does. And momentarily there was Sanchez Johnson, and now down to central. And they're looking on the near side for Calvert. Calvert just outside the box. The service inside the box, but that time he didn't get anybody to run onto it. He actually kicked it past the goal line, and it will be a goal kick. Real SoCal White with his goal kick. Ball driven almost to midfield, not quite. Midfielders now trying to win it. And there's a strike there by Tommy Freyer. Freyer looked for his teammate, now running into it is Abdallah. And it's on the outside. Billy Abdallah. Abdallah on the run. Abdallah still on a soccer ball. Abdallah in 18-yard box. He takes a shot, a save. That time by Bennett Sneddon. He protected the near post that time and made a nice save. Over to Calvert. Calvert on the near side, and it goes out of play. Still a 0-0 match as Sneddon robs an opportunity by Abdallah on the far side. And it'll be a throw-in, and they're going to do the long throw-in. And it's into the box up high, and the defenders for Real SoCal White in a deep 6-yard box, able to get that ball out of danger, showing why they're in the championship game today. Nice play.
That he was okay. No, on the foot he was okay.
And Jack Katz will throw it in. Katz gets it over to Chuck Castelaw. And a strike there, and a 50-50 ball that goes out of play. And who was it lastly touched off of? It was just lastly touched off of LAFC Chelsea. A throw in, Real SoCal White trying to push it forward. Amaron, they take it away. Now down to Central, but the header looking for Castelaw, but they get it around him. But now he retrieves it back, and now on it, winning it is Freyer to the outside. It's Urea. Urea going to try to beat a defender, going to look for a strike into the box, and it's knocked out of the box, and they'll get a CK. Still 0-0 the match here in the championship one for the Coast Soccer League. And it'll be a CK. Substitutions coming in, or one player coming in. That's Noah Christian now.
That's the only thing I ask you to do. Go be physical.
And it's going to be a CK set piece now for LAFC Chelsea now as they try to jockey around inside the box. As you see there, Oscar Palma trying to get to a spot. And it goes off the foot of Adabla. And it comes out. They're still on it. A chip inside of the box. Castellad knocks it down. And he's taking a shot anyway. And it goes in. A goal. Off of the carom, and then they were able to still get a strike on it, and they were able to beat Sneddon on a near post, and it is 1-0 LAFC. Chelsea. And just a real ambitious play. Number 10 scores the goal. It's Oscar Palma. As we continue on now, and coming way off his line there was Chavez. Chavez almost at the top of the box. That was dangerous for LAFC Chelsea. Almost got themselves in a situation where they could have possibly gave up a goal real quick. And that game would be tied. The ball is out of play, and attacking third, it's going to be a throw-in. Billy Abdallah is over there for LAFC Chelsea. They lead 1-0. As we're working our way midway through the first half of action, here's a blast, and Sneddon watches this one go past the goal line, doesn't want to touch that one, and they'll get a goal kick out of it. Team down 1-0, trying to see what they can do, get some pressure going. And the ball goes on up to Tony Royer. Royer's pass intercepted at midfield, and we have a foul. And that foul looked like it was on the back there, Velasco on the back of Castelaw. And it will be a free kick.
What are you staring at the ball for?
Free kick now.
Stop. Check, get it right on.
Real SoCal White now.
Put it on Chet.
Let's see what they can do. Free kick inside their own half of the field.
Come on,
They want to try to get it to the 18-yard box. Intercepted though. Over to Palma. Palma trying to get it, and he has it. Oscar Palma drawing it back. And he switches it to the far side of the field, but it's intercepted. And trying to come in an 18-yard box, but getting back there is Quezada at the last moment. Nearly, if Quezada doesn't roll him over to make that play, well, that's a big play that time and an opportunity to put it in the back of the net. But Quezada was able to be there in the space and protect at the last moment.
Let's get behind
As a throw in now.
Sean! Behind him! Put it behind him!
And that ball down, is he onside? Yes, he is. And that is Tony Royer. Royer deep in the corner. Royer now being marked heavily there by Koenig. Royer gets it around Koenig. But he gives it away, though, to the All Blue. And on the near side, they give it away now to Real SoCal White, and that was Christian. Into the corner now with Royer. He's got a teammate there, and they still have it now with All Blue as they defend, and they want to. But that ball now trying to go over, and a 50-50 ball goes out of play, and one of the players going down. That's Koenig. And it'll be a throw-in. Elon Koenig. Just a collision there. Both players just going for the ball at the same time. No problem there.
Back up.
And it'll be a throw-in.
Hey, Kevin.
LAFC Chelsea in their own defensive third. Upfield off of Palma, but out of play. And it'll be a throw-in now. Jack Katz will throw it in for Real SoCal White. And they've got it over to Ben Amaron. Amaron trying to make a move. Amaron in traffic. Can't go any further as they dispossess him. Down to Palma at midfield. He goes down, but he still gets a long ball all the way down to Urea. Urea in the box. Urea takes a shot off the post. Oh, he missed it. A try again and a save by Snedden. And let's see. Going to be a free kick on a foul. Averted a situation at time as a beautiful pass all the way down to Urea, and Urea able to make a play and make Snedden try to make a save. He was partially robbed by the goalpost that time. 1-0. LAFC Chelsea still leads. Castelaw in the central. Trying to get it out to Amron. He didn't quite get it there. And now here's Palma. Palma with space and time. And it's going to be a handball. Trying to go with that was Milano Sanchez Johnson. And it hit him up in the area where it hit his hand. Now to the near side. Real SoCal White. And they give it away now as a throw-in for Koenig. Koenig, who was hurt earlier on that collision, throws it into the corner, looking for his teammate, and goes back upfield now. And here's Oscar Palma sandwiched. He goes down, but he still gets it to his teammate, who weaves his way in the box, and then he goes down, but no call. Jordan Cabrera on that run, and nearly drew a call. Palma kind of helped to create that play, and Cabrera was going to try to finish it. But not this time. As a throw-in now there by Tony Royer. Tony Royer and his teammates. Amaron in the attacking third. Amaron trying to turn and they kick it past the goal line that time by Velasco. Sebastian Velasco, who's a few inches taller than Ben Amaron, getting back to kick it past the goal line. But that means they give up a corner kick. Set piece. Tony Royer setting it up. Royer is clubbed down 1-0 here in the championship game. A bending ball into the box. Trying to get Castleton. They bring it out. No! Not a goal. It just got it at the last moment. Oh, LAFC. Chelsea up in the air. Castleton trying to get it. And it can't quite get it as another save by Esteban Chavez. And Palma going down over there trying to make a run. And they averted that ball going in the net twice as beautiful services in a 6-yard box by Real SoCal White. But they just couldn't quite get it. I thought for a second they almost had it in the net. A very close and tight match here in the first half. Hope you're enjoying all the action here. The Coast Soccer League Championship game in the boys under 12 category. And it's going to be a free kick. LAFC Chelsea now with a free kick. Just a few yards, about 8 yards inside their own half of the field. And it's Sebastian Velasco off of Cabrera, but he gets Fair in this space, and now it's over to Urea, and he tried to control it but could not. And so it's now going to be a throw-in for Real SoCal White in their own defensive third. Castelaw was one of the central players in an offensive attack for Real SoCal White, and he nearly helped them get a tie game, and they just couldn't quite do it, but they came very close.
Good, Johnny, again.
And now in the central, both teams trying to regain that soccer ball and get some control going in offensive attack. Here's Castelaw, he wins it and sends a long ball all the way down. Coming out of his box is Chavez, and he barely was able to touch that ball with his hands before a striker got to it. In the central now is Tony Royer, and a handball, and that handball going against the all blue of LAFC Chelsea now. And now that soccer ball is over to Cubillos, Stuart Cubillos. And that ball deflected. Chasing after it is Noah Christian.
Good job.
Castelaw. The air attack.
Come on, Noah.
Now in the central now with Oscar Palma and Chelsea, LAFC Chelsea now with Tommy Freyer. Freyer on the run, he has his teammate, and he drives it right to Snedden, and no problem that time. But a nice run that time by Tommy Freyer.
Come on, Tony. You got to jump with him.
Getting that ball in a nice position for his teammate to take a pretty decent shot.
Tony, we got to go.
Come on, Kevin!
Here's Ben Amaron, drawing it back. Amaron out to the wide side. He's got a nice run by Spencer Held. Held takes a shot and a save by Chavez.
Kevin in his shorts.
Nice run by Spencer Held, and he got a good shot, but Esteban Chavez able to make the save.
Slow him up. Yeah, up, Johnny. Get him up, Johnny.
Here's Abdallah.
Up, boy. All right.
Abdallah trying to get it to one of his teammates in the central, and they get a touch now over to Palma. Palma into space. Kind of interrupted there, and he didn't like it. Off of the service now from Held, all the way down toward the 18-yard box.
Come on, Kevin.
Chasing it down over in the corner now. Trying to weave his way around, and he gave up the soccer ball. So now it'll be in his own defensive third, a throw-in for Real SoCal White. They're down 1-0. The wind is going against them here. Time running down here in the first half. Great action, though, in the first half in this championship match of the Coast Soccer League. And the throw-in. The far corner. Real SoCal White, and it's struck now by Elijah Urea. And that was knocked out by Jack Katz. And now they're on the half of the field. They throw it up to midfield now.
Good job, Jack.
Coming into the space now is Koenig, and he threads the needle over to Oscar Palma, who tries it. He finally gets it over to Calvert. Calvert trying to make another subsequent pass, but it didn't get there as they intercepted it at the top of the box. However, running onto it now is Tommy Freyer, and he tries to get a service into the box, but is intercepted as they stand tall at the top of the box. Does Real SoCal White now at the just inside the box again, trying to keep it out of their box, and they do a fine job this time. Pushing it up to the central, though. And here's Palma to run a nice play that time by Sean Corey. He came over into space and intercepted a try by Palma. Here's a service, though, in the box. It's still bouncing around, and it's driven out of there. And a whistle as a player is down. As they show their defensive abilities, Real SoCal White in their own 18-yard box, and they've had to do it at different times throughout this match, and they've done a fine job of keeping this match close at 1-0. Watching boys under 12 action in the Coast Soccer League. I'm Greg G.K. Porter along with George Langevin, the author of all these videos. And 3, Chris Segovia is coming into the contest, and Sean Frederick is coming into the contest. And now the quick start. That by Billy Abdallah all the way down to Snedden, but he has it. And Bennett driving it down as touched there by Cabrera, but it hit his hand. So it's going to be a free kick from their own half of the field for Real SoCal White. And down to Central. Castelaw trying to chase it down. It does wind up on the foot of Katz. Katz on the far side. Katz on a run. Jack Katz still on a soccer ball. Katz still on it in a corner, looking for somebody to give it to. He's being marked heavily by Urea, and he draws it back to Castelaw. Castelaw down to Central. Castelaw, one of the tallest players in the field. He pushes it out wide now. He has a teammate onto it now. That's Tony Royer, and it goes out of play. Knocked out by LAFC Chelsea now. LAFC Chelsea leading 1-0. They got a goal in the first 10 minutes of this game. And they are holding up on it. Into the corner now. Past the goal line. And it is going to be a goal kick. Royer was trying to get a teammate to control it or run onto it, and it didn't happen. So they give way now on their chance here. Have to retreat back here.
Go get it.
Ball driven down to Central. Castelaw missed it, couldn't get to it. His teammate has it though in the Central, but he gives way over to Caleb Calvert of LAFC Chelsea, and off the hand, and it's going to be a free kick now.
Now get up here. Come on.
Noah Christian, he with a headband and the blue headband action there. See him, number 22, just past the ref. And it's going to be a free kick. Real SoCal White want to get it in that side of 18-yard box and try and see if they can work with it. And a linesman warning the parents on the near side not to get too close. Okay, down to the central of the field, not too far from the center circle, Real SoCal White. Now that is Alegria. Alegria's free kick. His teammates still have it, but they give it away now. And here they come. LAFC Chelsea now on the far side with it is Cabrera, and that ball is going to go out of play. He was looking for a teammate on a run on the far side, didn't get it. And as a substitute,
There's no need for that falling down.
I want to mention that we will always mention the players as they touch that soccer ball. If they have come in through a substitution, you know we'll mention their names. So if we miss a substitution, I want to let you know about that. Jorge Ruiz, in this case, we get to see him come in. And that is Noah Christian over to Castelaw, and a long ball. Retreating back is Velasco. Velasco has it and drives it down to Central. And he was looking for his teammate, Milano Sanchez Johnson. However, now winning it is Ruiz. And that ball goes to the outside. Head coach Barry Ritson wanted to get another player in there that might be able to push some more offensive action in his match. And toward the 18-yard box, but it's headed out. Nicely done. And chip inside the box again, trying to get another touch onto it, the all blue, and they do not. However, they still have it in the defensive half. Freyer, and now it's on to Velasco. It's headed Over to Costalaw, keeping it alive in a defensive third. They want to push it forward, and they're having a hard time doing that. Now here's Jordan Cabrera, want to go wide, but he gave it away. And Abdallah is over there in the space, and he made it tough that time because Costalaw wanted to make a move. And now they have it. That's Ruiz in the space, and it goes out of play, and it'll be a throw-in. As Billy Abdallah will throw it in, his team leading 1-0 here. You see the hills in the background of this complex area and the world's greatest sport, the ball with the geometric designs. Most countries called football, in this country called soccer, because that other sport is playing today. And now Jorge Ruiz is going to get a CK here. So Ruiz for LAFC Chelsea, going to do the short kick, and a strike though into the 18-yard box up high, and there's two balls in the action, but they got the other one out of there. And now just outside the 18-yard box, a turn, but Christian intercepts nicely. And here's Robledo, and that ball to the far side. Lastly touched off by LAFC Chelsea, and it'll be a throw-in.
Chris, get it, Chris.
Spencer Held is going to throw it in. Held looking for Noah Christian, and that ball is intercepted along the far side. Held with it, got to go to the central, and he's got it to Castelaw. Castelaw takes his time, gets it over to Frederick. Frederick now, his pass intercepted now. Chasing after it is Tony Royer. Royer's challenge, and he went down hard that time. And let's see, there's going to be a foul here, and going down was Koenig, and he's hurting in the knee area, and he gets up and he wants to try to stay in the match. Sebastian Velasco wanting a yellow card, but center rep doesn't look like he's going to do that, and Barry Ritson's going to get Elon Koenig out of the contest so he can kind of rest over there, regather himself together. He gets a hand from the parents on the far side. And we'll see who just came in, and with a free kick now. It looks like it's Timothy Bates. So Timothy Bates comes into the contest for LAFC Chelsea. Sebastian Velasco gonna set it up. Wants to try to get it in the 18-yard box. They want to try to get another goal. Does LAFC Chelsea? The bending ball's a pretty good one. They try to get a subsequent strike, and they cannot. On the top of the box, plenty of the white and black, and a foul as over the back. And it's going for LAFC Chelsea, so now it's going to be a free kick. Real SoCal White down 1-0 here in the Coast Soccer League Championship game. Couple of Silver League teams here, or at least we know that Real SoCal White is.
No, the other team's gold.
And they are playing a gold team in this championship game. LAFC Chelsea. And that's the end of the first half of action. A very, very exciting half of action in the boys under 12 match, the championship game of the Coast Soccer League. We hope you enjoyed all the action, and you will see what the coaches are talking to their players about. And we'll be right back with the second half of the championship game, where it is 1-0 LAFC Chelsea over Real SoCal White. Okay, the second half about to get underway here. The Coast Soccer League Championship game between Real SoCal White and LAFC Chelsea. LAFC Chelsea is going from left to right in the second half on your picture screen. And Real SoCal White is going from right to left. Castellaw on a 50-50 ball, but he doesn't get to it. To the central now.
Not right.
Palma trying to get to it, and he does. He has his teammate run by it, but now he stops there. That's Calvert, and Caleb Calvert now. And he's got a runner from the back by Bates, and Bates' pass is intercepted.
Behind him.
Only one player in there, only half of the field, and he's able to win that momentarily. However, he gives it away at the center circle. Coming over with Spencer Held, and now on the near side.
Slide. Use your moves.
Here's Jack Katz,
Kick it out.
and it's going to be a free kick, a foul.
Oh, great.
Get back in the middle, Chad.
Back up. Match up. On the 18.
Free kick now, and taking it is going to be Jorge Ruiz. Well, actually, who took it was Velasco to Ruiz. He gets it in the central. It's headed out, and then a save, and Karam's over to Snedden at the last moment. He gets another good help by his defenders inside that 18-yard box.
Behind him. Behind him. Run.
And on the near side, here is Spencer Held. And down in central, Castellaw in the box. Castellaw still on it, and it's taken away as he still has it again. He takes a shot and just missed it. Castellaw was wide open, and they finally got over there to him, and then it made it tough for him to really get a good shot. He got one anyway, and he just missed inside the near post. He wanted to bend it, and he just couldn't get the bend on it. If he does, that's a goal because it's hit too hard.
Want you standing in my face right now. Let's go.
And so now, here in the second half, in the opening few minutes, that's the biggest chance for Real SoCal White in this second half. There's two balls on the field right now. As Esteban Chavez now. Going to give it a ride. Chavez over to midfield there. And Castellaw comes out with it now. Castellaw, and he tried to go off to his left, and his teammate Robledo didn't get to it. So here's Castellaw again in the space. He wins it, and he goes off to the right side. And looking that time for Tony Royer, and it goes out of play. Lastly knocked out by LAFC Chelsea now. So it's going to be a corner kick. It was knocked out past that goal line. Down 1-0. The goal was scored by Oscar Palma in the first half. By LAFC Chelsea. Service into the box now. Brought down by Timothy Bates. A collision. And it's going to be a free kick now. That one going against Spencer Held. And they quickly get it going. There's LAFC Chelsea. Over to Sanchez Johnson. Milano Sanchez Johnson try to get around one defender. And offsides call. Offsides against LAFC Chelsea. Now here's Castellaw. Castellaw with two balls on the field again. And his pass is past his teammate. His teammate being Robledo. Robledo. And intercepted. Freyer into the 18-yard box. Robledo almost trying to get to it. He just missed as it was pushed up to midfield now. The 50-50 ball, Jorge Ruiz tried to get to it, but he could not. Here's Spencer Held on the near side, and it goes out of play, and it'll be a throw-in. Throw-in this time by Billy Abdallah. And you see the sun coming out from behind the clouds here. Abdallah all the way down toward the attacking third. Jorge Ruiz trying to win it. Ruiz does win it. Win it for Ruiz. Ruiz in the 18-yard box. Jorge Ruiz, a pass down to central, but they get a shot anyway from the other side, the back post, and it's 2-0. Trying to strike at that time was Milano Sanchez Johnson, and he did not. But his teammate on the back post there was able to get to it, and that was Caleb Calvert, and it is 2-0. Nice run by Jorge Ruiz, and that's what really got things started that time.
Come on, Noah. You're not working.
Check. Hustle.
Get to it. Get to it.
And it's Central now.
Behind them, man. Behind them. Start running behind.
Spencer held the header and trying to work for it was Noah Christian. He didn't get to it. And now chasing it down is Segovia. Segovia to the far side. And now that ball is driven a little bit too far on a long ball opportunity to Robledo, but he wasn't going to be able to get to that. And here's Esteban Chavez.
Get behind him.
To Costela. He's got Spencer held on the run. Held on the run, being marked by two players. And he goes after it. And it's taken away by Velasco on the near side. Velasco looking for his teammate that time, Milano Sanchez Johnson, and he was complaining of a foul, but
Hey, Sean, don't worry about that. That's a good play.
he didn't get it. It's a free kick. Jorge Ruiz, and
Up.
all the way down to Robledo. Robledo trying to get to it. He can't get to it as Quezada gets to it and knocks it out of play. Jeffrey Quezada
Let's go, Ben.
protecting into space on the far side for LAFC Chelsea. And they lead 2-0. It'll be a throw-in. Throw-in in their own defensive third. However, Ben Amaron is coming into the contest. And Kevin Robledo is coming out. Throw in for LAFC Chelsea. Off the header. I believe that was
Tight, Sean.
Noah Christian knocking it out. To Sanchez Johnson, but he didn't be able to win it. However, his teammate trying to go out wide to Jorge Ruiz. Ruiz now has it. Gets it over to Billy Abdallah. Abdallah with time, but he got intercepted there by Held. And now down to Central, chasing after it is Segovia. And it's going to be a yellow card. LAFC, Chelsea getting the first yellow card of the match. And it'll be at midfield, it'll be a free kick for Real SoCal White now.
This way. Look at Spence. Look at Spence's feet.
Did not catch who the number of the yellow card was, but we know one player does, and if you see him leaving the field later, that means if he gets another yellow card, it'll be a red card, and that's it. And then you'll know the number of the player. As now a free kick on a long ball to the far side. Calvert trying to get to it, but nicely done. The defender getting over there and kicking it out of play. Retreating back only in their defensive third.
Jack.
Stuart Cabillos is coming into the contest.
Now remember what the game plan is, okay? Yes.
And they have a substitution on the far side. Let's see who it is. I believe it is Edgar Murillo. And Edgar Murillo is in a contest, 50-50 ball. Couldn't win it that time. As Noah Christian driving it up, but intercepted now. Spencer held on the near side, just couldn't keep it from in the field of play. So Jorge Ruiz will drop it off to Billy Abdallah.
Hey, Spence, get right
Abdallah
here on the line, Spence.
and his team leading 2-0 here in the second half. Still plenty of time for Real SoCal White. But you got to begin to start thinking about cutting that lead in half. Castelaw trying to do just that, run on his run, but he couldn't quite get to the soccer ball.
Take a touch and then send it, yeah? That way check and get
Had too much pace on it that time. It'll be a throw-in. Throwing in on deep third. Off of Spencer Held. Amaron trying to get to it. It's knocked out. Knocked out by Jorge Ruiz. Spencer held now.
Come, Chad.
Undoubtedly,
Good try. Go to it.
that time he was looking for Christian. He didn't get to it. It's down to Central now.
Man on, Tony, save it.
And Tony Royer trying to get to it. It goes all the way down to where the deepest player. And on the far side of the field, it was Quezada pushing it up the field and off of the foot of Murillo. That ball bouncing, and it'll be a throw-in. It went out of play to far side touchline.
Johnny up.
Castelaw trying to get to it, but Quezada gets to it first and drives it out of play.
Gotta get to the ball.
Got a new pronunciation for Jeffrey, and it's Quezada rather than Quezada.
That's it. Go ahead and slide.
On the near side, Jorge Ruiz.
Throw it before they can.
See that? Hey, see that? Now they get to rest.
Boom. Grab it. Boom. It's all right. Hey, it's all right. We're learning a lot.
Going to be a substitution for LAFC Chelsea as they're going to get a fresh player into the match. This is the championship one of Coast Soccer League between Real SoCal White and LAFC Chelsea. Greg G.K. Porter along with George Landerman on camera, watching a 2-0 game
Ari, get hot.
in favor of LAFC Chelsea. Edgar Murillo. Murillo on a run. Murillo just outside the box. Murillo trying to turn. He does chip it into the box, and it goes just past
Let's go, Chet.
the keeper there that time, Snedden. It's going to be a corner kick. Caleb Calvert, who scored one of the goals. He scored the one here in the second half. On a back post. Tuck inside the box. Trying to get it on over to Oscar Palma. Palma on the run, and he's fouled. So it'll be a free kick.
Still work.
Not too far outside the box. Noah Christian a foul.
Back up and match up. Chet, let's get on a big guy, Chet.
Edgar Murillo
Benny, get up here.
setting it up.
Be the forward.
Murillo now. How does he? Well, he's going to just try to get a good drive inside that
Benny, be
18-yard box. And he gets a good strike on it. However, it's knocked out. Abdallah up in the air, and he just missed it. Oh, that was a drive, but he just missed the
Come on out, buddy.
near post. Substitution now coming in is Jack Katz. And Ari Winninger. So Katz and Winninger is into the contest.
Back it back, strong.
Jorge Ruiz getting it over to Calvert, and he didn't get much onto the shot.
Let's get it behind him. John.
Driven down by Bennett Snedden.
Come on, come on, come on, boy.
All the way down the field, trying to get a player to run onto it. And that's Tony Royer.
Back up.
They push it upfield out of their own defensive third now, and they're at midfield now with Murillo, but he couldn't control it, and he gives way. It's going to be a throw-in on the far side.
You gotta get him up.
Down 2-0, Real SoCal White to LAFC Chelsea here in the championship game of the Coast Soccer League. Trying to get something going offensively. Trying to put one in the back of the net to try to cut the lead in half. LAFC Chelsea trying not to let that happen.
Gotta get it behind him.
Down to Central, and they have a run.
Good dribble.
Jorge Ruiz. Jorge Ruiz again. And nothing happening on that play, as he was marked very nicely that time
Oh, man.
by Spencer Held.
Stop being tired. Let's go.
And it's going to be
Nothing from you, man. Let's start get going.
from the 6-yard box. A goal kick for Real SoCal
Fight for it, Ari.
White.
Good. Behind him. Relax now. Bring it down and then put it behind him. Bring it down. Bring it down. Hey,
Spencer Hill trying to get to it, but Jorge Ruiz does first. And getting it over to Calvert. Calvert being marked heavily. Calvert, and that ball is knocked out of play as they wouldn't allow Calvert to try to turn.
Get on the sideline right now and block the throw-in.
Caleb Calvert proving dangerous in this contest. And coming out now, getting a round of applause is Oscar Palma on the far side. As he has played well throughout this match. For LAFC Chelsea, Milano Sanchez Johnson into the contest.
They're still catchable. Johnny.
Abdallah now with his team leading 2-0, trying to add another one. Gets it into the box, a header, and it's in the back of the net. I believe it was Velasco, number 6, yes. Sebastian Velasco getting the goal, and it is 3-0.
I should have told you, but you should know to go back on it. It's all a dangerous play.
The set piece works very, very well that time again. And the all blue, we haven't lost a league game since 2005, have a 3-0 lead, and it's very comfortable in the world of soccer. And Real SoCal White is going to have to catch some serious fire now in order to save this match and take it into overtime.
Jack, you're in the middle, in the midfield. Yeah, you and...
Kevin Robledo back into the contest. He of the orange cleats.
Knock it.
Cobillos.
Go forward.
Cobillos trying to get it again. He can't quite get it, and it goes out of play.
Gotta be better than that. Gotta be better than that.
That's in their own defensive third. Stewart is going to throw it in.
Why flick it if it's at your thigh?
And Noah Christian, but it was intercepted by Quezada. And down towards the 18-yard box is Caleb Calvert. And Calvert, let's see, the center ref, he wants a penalty shot.
Hurry up!
I believe. Is this going to be a penalty shot or not? No, it is not. I just pointing at the 6-yard box. Nearly. Very, very close that time. Got to watch out in your own box.
Forwards, what do you want, forwards?
And players of this age learning all these types of things as they continue to get older, stronger, be able to make even stronger, better plays. Do things with their mind that makes the other team have to wonder what can I do to stop them.
Come on, guys! All right, hey, you got to give us something we can play with. Let's go.
Bennett Snedden.
Go, boys, we got to get one. Hey, boys, let's get one and then it'll happen. But we got to get
Esteban Chavez, the keepers in this match. Chavez now with the goal kick. Both of these gentlemen have gone the whole contest as keepers. Off of a touch by Sanchez Johnson and a whistle.
Get the ball.
And it's going to be a throw-in. Throw-in for Real SoCal White, trying to cut into this lead somehow.
We got to play quick mode now. Let's go. Everything's fast. Let's go. Don't quit. Chad, let's go.
Going to be a throw-in. Down 3-0. They throw it in. Intercepted, though, by Urea. Urea in the space. Urea has had some fine runs in this game. Made defenders have to worry about him. And the far side, and it goes out of play. It'll be a throw-in. Timothy Bates will throw it in. Bates' pass is intercepted. Into space by Robledo. And he gets it over to Held, but nobody there.
Relax, relax, relax.
The far side, Robledo chasing it down, and Bates, and it's knocked out by Bates.
Let's go, hurry up.
So Kevin Robledo will try to see if he can get somebody to run onto it in the 18-yard box. And he's going to go back. An illegal throw in, and now they're going to give way to LAFC Chelsea to throw it in. And their own defensive third, and now you begin to really be concerned about the fact of time running against you.
10 minutes to go.
About 10 minutes left to go in the match. Unofficially kept by the center ref. You really have to begin to make some key plays. We've seen it happen, though, in soccer matches where teams have been down by a lot of goals and they've came back to make it interesting. Jorge Ruiz. Ruiz looking for somebody in the central. Didn't know a Christian went by it. And now they still have Koenig. Koenig takes a shot, but a save by Bennett Sneddon. He goes down and he makes a save. Maybe that's the emotion that they need. Sneddon down the field looking for Kevin Robledo. Can't get it. And almost a handball, but they still have it, though. As to the near side, to Cabillos. Cabillos now, Stuart Cabillos. Cabillos on the near side. Can't hold on to the soccer ball as he's dispossessed, but coming over there to help him out was Noah Christian in the space. Christian has played well, and he's trying to help out his teammate here, who hasn't had a lot of playing time in this match. Any attacking third. LAFC Chelsea now in a comfortable lead, not in a hurry. As trying to throw it in is Koenig. Elon Koenig, who has had his measure of bumps and bruises in this match. And that ball is knocked out. Knocked out. Cubillos coming over there. And it'll be a throw-in by Billy Abdallah. Abdallah setting it up. If you're Real SoCal White, you need intercepts. You need to control the soccer ball, but they're going to give it away to Abdallah. In the corner, his bending ball into the header. No, that was a beautiful play in the back of the net, up high, and it is 4-0. You don't see that too often at this age bracket, and that was just one of those perfect crosses and in the back of the net. 22. Edgar Murillo scoring the goal. Substitutions now for Real SoCal White. Just a great play from Abdallah to Murillo. That, the most beautiful one of any goal in this match. 4-0 in the championship, trying to continue on and see what they can do to get something on the board. And on the near side, it goes out of play. Stuart Cabillos trying to win it with Jorge Ruiz, and Ruiz will throw it in. Ruiz and his team comfortably ahead, and they've just been able to play some good soccer in this match, and that's why they have the 4-0 lead, because the Real SoCal White has played good soccer in this match too, but they've been outplayed. And into the corner, Sanchez Johnson, and over the top of the net. At the doorstep was Caleb Calvert, and he was trying to get his second goal of the game. Sneddon now with a goal kick. Set up for his teammates, down to central. Milano, Sanchez Johnson turns and goes the other way. Beautiful controlling the soccer ball with his foot and direction. And Jorge Ruiz coming into the space. But there were two players for Real SoCal White that were there. Over to Cubillos. Cubillos now, Jorge Ruiz winning it, but coming over there to cover in the space nicely was Sean Corey, helping his teammate out. Sanchez Johnson, but Jorge Ruiz toward the 18-yard box, intercepted. However, they push it on over to Koenig. Koenig takes his time over to Jorge Ruiz, trying to slide between two players. He couldn't do it. Into the corner as they kick it out of their own defensive third. Into the box now, Milano Sanchez Johnson. It goes into the central, but there's Velasco again.
Good job, Johnny.
Down to central.
Stay tight.
Quezada working it out to the wide to Murillo, and he can't do anything with it. Sun going away, and then again a cloud cover, which has predominantly been the case in this match. The championship won here. Maybe about 4 or 5 minutes left to go in the match. Coming out now, Stuart Cabillos. Coming into the contest, Tony Royer and Chris Segovia.
Match up, Tony.
Into the box, up high, the header over the top of the net. Velasco trying to get another one.
Boys,
And he just missed.
stop feeling sorry for yourself. Let's go.
4-0 the match.
Stop feeling sorry. Let's go.
The championship won. And Real SoCal White would like to just get one in the back of the net here in the title game. A learning experience in this one.
Yeah, you get it. Let's go.
To the far side, Timothy Bates. And try to flick on with his heel that time by Edgar Murillo, but nobody was there. He had the right idea. Timothy Bates now will throw it in. Bates looking for somebody in his space. He gets Quezada, and it goes over to Calvert. Calvert's knocked down, and it'll be a free kick.
Drop back.
Be a free kick right in the central. Center ref easily seeing that one. LAFC Chelsea now, who have garnered a yellow card in their own right in this match.
Set a wall.
Edgar Murillo has it teed up.
Follow shots.
His team leading 4-0 in the waning moments of the championship game here of the Coast Soccer League. And it's all the way down past the goal line and nothing on that set piece. Too high, too strong. Bennett Snedden wants to try to get it going quickly as he can. They'd like to try to get something on the board.
A, B, or C. Let's play our game. Let's go. Get in the
And try to go to the near side. Ruiz steps into the space, wins it. Ruiz being marked heavily. Ruiz trying to do it himself, but that time they wouldn't allow him to go any further. However, it goes into the central now. Quezada, and he's got a return pass. He gives it over to Murillo. Murillo beats a player. Murillo takes a shot, and Snedden is on the save, protecting the near post. All the way down the field to Amaron. Amaron trying to get to that soccer ball, and it's taken away by Velasco. Sebastian Velasco, and he gets it over to Quezada. Quezada getting it over to Murillo. Edgar Murillo trying to turn. In the attacking third, into the corner. Nobody on the other side. And they're going to give way to Real SoCal White on the near side. But Jorge Ruiz is in the space. And it is lastly touched out that time by Segovia. Ruiz, a service. He finds in the central, but a save by Snedden. And that was Elijah Urea. And he just kind of caromed it over to Snedden, no problem. All the way back, retreating back, it's Timothy Bates. Bates now with
Come on, Kev.
Robledo.
Kevin.
And now it goes over to Quezada. And it's foul. And a yellow card. And now Real SoCal White with a yellow card in this match.
Chet, let's go. Refs up, please.
Along with LAFC Chelsea. 4-0 still the score here in this championship game.
Tony, you're up. You're forward, Tony.
Real SoCal White, who's won numerous tournaments this year. They've had a great year. And nothing wrong with being a finalist. But they would love to win this match coming into the contest. Chuck Castelaw, but they're running out of time. And on the soccer ball was Urea, and they took it away, did Real SoCal White. But they win it back with Abdallah all the way down. Snedden has it. Snedden with the soccer ball. Snedden would love to see his team put one in the back of the net. Amaron tries to get to it, but Sebastian Velasco is just too tall. Edgar Murillo on the far side. It goes out of play. Going to be a throw-in.
30 seconds.
Not a lot of time. The center ref will be looking at his watch here, if he hasn't already. Going to be a throw-in. LAFC Chelsea, who won the Surf Cup. A team that is a gold team, mind you, against the Silver League team here. And they've shown why. Team who has been very successful, winning numerous tournaments. hasn't given up a goal in league play in a few years. And a whistle now. Real SoCal White would like to be the team that gets that goal, but they're running out of moments here. That may very well be it. They're trying to hope that maybe there's another few clicks into this match. Velasco will throw it in, and he'll set it up for Abdallah. Billy Abdallah now. They need an intercept in order to get a goal and break that spell, but they're not going to be able to do it in the championship game as LAFC Chelsea wins the Coast Soccer League Championship in the boys under 12, 4-0 over Real SoCal White. For most of this match, it has been a very tightly contested one, and we hope that you enjoyed all of the action in this boys under 12 category. Some of the finest soccer to be seen around this age group, and we will be able to talk to some of those who participated in the match in just a moment. We'll be right back. Stick with us. All right, guys. Greg Porter back here with George Landon Video Sports Productions here with the coach and your
Ivan, but everybody calls me Ikes.
Okay, Ike. All right, talk a little bit about just this whole season and getting here to the championship.
Man, you got an hour? This season has been a great run for us. We're very proud of ourselves. I'm very proud of the boys. I know they feel a little down right now, but we just faced, you know, the best team in our age group in Southern California, which probably means they're one of the best in the country. Super happy with our performance. We're a silver elite team, and we knocked out 3 gold teams this tournament. We ain't afraid of nobody, and we can't wait to see them again at State Cup. I'm telling you, the story's going to be different.
Okay.
You watch.
All right, sounds good to me. Yeah. Well, with the leadership like yourself, this is why they were able to beat teams, gold teams. This is why they were such a good team this year.
Well, I don't think it's just my leadership. Really, them believing in what we're working on and them really committed to their effort. It's really on them. You know, us coaches, we get too much credit and too much blame. It's really up on them. I'm just proud to be on this ride, man. I'm just riding their bus. It's awesome.
Okay, Ike, you want to hand the microphone to some of these guys? Is what you just got through talking about?
Absolutely. Okay. First of all, I want to start right here. Here's a boy named Sean Corey that this weekend we had to subjugate his game. He had to do stuff for us that isn't always part of his normal role. So we asked him to play a specific role. Earlier against West Coast, he shut down the forward that they had over there, and then against them, their forward didn't score against either, the guy that he was marking. They had other guys that scored because that's why they're the best. But he did his job, and he always does his job. If it's explained to him well, he knows what to do, and he gives me 110% every time. I'm very proud of him. This is Sean Corey. Good, Sean. Tell them about your teammates.
We have a great team. We're a silver elite team. We haven't played any gold teams yet. Yeah, we have. Never mind. We've beat 3 of them. We lost to the best team in Southern California, and we've won a couple tournaments. I go to Medea Creek Middle School.
We had a good cup just now. It was awesome. Our team played awesome. Round of applause. Good job, guys. Can't wait till league again and other tournaments. Here comes Chet, the big boy.
I think that I think that we just didn't duh.
Well, that was Chet. That was Chet. All right, I'm Ben and I go to Hale Middle School.
All righty.
Hi, I'm Jack Katz, and I think today we were coming into this game knowing that we can beat gold teams. All of them are great, but this particular one, LAFC, is just amazing. They're great. Can't wait to face them in State Cup again. I'm proud of my team for what they've done today in the game, and yeah, great game.
Let's go, you two.
Sycamore Canyon, Newberry Park.
Oh, no.
Well, obviously I'm wearing yellow, not white. I'm the outcast over here. I'm the goalkeeper for Real SoCal. I'm so proud of them. They played Bennett Snedden. Okay, they played their hearts out, and I'm so proud of them. I mean, we can knock out gold teams. We know that, but they just outplayed us, and they had a great performance. But I feel that we can do better next time, and we still have a chance.
All right.
And we're going to do better in State Cup. And I go to SOCES, Sherman Center for Enriched Studies. Unfortunately, they don't have a soccer team there until high school.
Okay. Somebody wants to get the handoff. All right. And you are?
Noah.
What's your last name?
Christian.
Okay.
Okay, I thought our team played very well. LAFC is a great team.
The rest of the guys.
I thought we played really aggressive,
Just say a shout out. Go ahead.
and I'm very proud of my team, all of its players. Yeah, and I go to Medea Creek Middle School.
I thought we played okay today. Their team is pretty impressive, and we're gonna play them in league next year in gold. And I just can't wait to face them again. I want a rematch so bad.
All right. And you are?
I'm Stuart Cabillos, and
what school you go to?
I go to Nobel Middle School.
All right. Good.
I'm Anthony Royer, but most people just call me Tony.
All right.
I used to actually play for LAFC for a little while, and I always knew they were a great team. After we beat Fullerton, I thought, yeah, we should have a good chance because they fought out really hard, but they're just a great team, and they're really hard to beat.
All right. And what school you go to?
I go to Rosemont Middle School. I just want to say thank you to my coach and my assistant coach, Frank. Ike's has been great teaching us all this stuff. He's a great coach. Thank you, everybody.
Thanks, man. I think they've spoken pretty well for themselves. I know their coach Ikes has spoke for the whole team, the parents, and just the Real SoCal White experience for this year. And you're going to see more from them in a boys under 12 category as they go, and each year as they go on up. We hope you enjoyed the match. The final score, LAFC Chelsea 4-0 here in the championship game. But I'm Greg GK Porter for George Landon Video Sports Productions, saying take care of yourself, happy holidays, God bless, and save this one on the hard drive.